Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to Associate Professor Dr. Nur Azhar. So today we are going to present about our survey, but before that let me introduce my group mate, which is the first one is Boniface, second is Azhar, third is Muhammad Alif Adha, and fourth is me, Amir Farhan. So our study about the analysis of obesity level among students in UPSI, the population and sample of study. We aim all students from University Pendidikan Sultan Idris, but we only take 40 samples of respondents. And as for the objective, there are 4 objectives that we aim. The first one is to estimate mean, variance, and standard deviations of respondents from students UPSI about the analysis of obesity level among the students in UPSI. The second is to estimate the difference between proportions of obese male and female with 90% confidence interval of the difference. Third is to identify the analysis of variance ANOVA using one-way ANOVA. Fourth is to compare correlation between BMI and exercise durations. For instrument, the data was collected by creating an online survey using Google Form consisting of various questions regarding obesity. After that, the survey link was distributed to participants through social media platforms like WhatsApp and Telegram. Additionally, Jamovi and Microsoft Excel was employed for data collections and analysis. Okay, let's check it out about our first objective, which is to estimate mean, variance, and standard deviations of respondents from students UPSI about the analysis of obesity. So this is the data that we get and display using Microsoft Excel. And for this pie chart consists of 2 types of students, which is for female there are 22 respondents represent 55% that answer our survey, and for male there are 18 students represent 45% that respond our survey. Furthermore, here is how we calculate mean, variance, and standard deviation using formula. After that, we estimate the mean of answer questionnaire about obesity by students. Therefore, with 90% confidence interval, the mean number of students responding to the obesity questionnaires falls between 19.124 and 20.877, giving a sample size of 40 students. Therefore, with 90% of confidence interval, the mean number of students responding to the obesity questionnaire falls between 19.124 and 20.877, giving a sample size of 40 students. For the estimations of variance, we can see that with 90% of confidence interval, the variance number of students responding to the obesity questionnaire falls between 5.596 and 11.769. So lastly, for the estimation of standard deviations, we just put square root to the variance. Hence, with 90% of confidence interval, the standard deviation of students responding to the obesity questionnaire falls between 2.366 and 3.431. Plus, here is the result from software, which is Jamovi, that we use to calculate mean, variance, and standard deviations.
Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Alif Adha. So now I want to explain about the estimation of difference between the proportion of obese males and females with 90% confidence interval of the difference. So now you can see at the table I list down about the information of obesity and non-obesity, also the information about male and female. So we can see the total of obesity and non-obesity, and male and female. If P1 head is the proportion for obese males and P2 head is proportion for obese female. So I hold my phone to make my explanation more easier, right? So I just put all the information that I had into the formula of proportion of 2 population this time. So I can conclude that with 90% confidence interval for difference between the proportions of obese males and females, I got between negative 0.3639 to 0.3537. So that's it, and thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Boniface. So today I will present about the analysis of obesity level among students in UPSI. So guys, so my part is about the analysis of variance ANOVA by using one-way ANOVA. So in this part, we have 4 steps to complete. First step is about the hypothesis the data. So H0 state that mean between the male and female is equal, but H1 that state that mean obesity of male and female is not good. So moving to the next step, step 2 is we can find the critical value by using the F distribution table. So let's say the significant level is 0.05 or 5%. We can define that the critical value is 251.1. So DFT equals to 1 and DFN equals to 38. And you can refer this slide to know the value of DFN and DFT. So the next part is about step 3 about the test statistic. In test statistic, we have one table which is a 5 column, including a 5 column. So in the column number 2, we state the degree of freedom, and I want to focus with column number 3, number 4, and number 5. In column number 3, we state the value as SSB, which is equal to 0.704, and SSW equals to 1238.62. And the mean of square, or in the column mean of square, we have 2 value, which is MSB, which is MSB is equals to 0.704 and MSW is 32 point something. So value of the test statistic is F equal to 0.016. So we can conclude that the value of statistic F 0.016 is less than the critical value of 251.1. It's fall in the non-rejection region. So hence we fall of the rejections, the null hypothesis, and conclude the means of the two populations are equal. And in other word, the two types genus does not seem affect the mean of BMI. The difference in the mean of BMI in the case in our genus is only because of sampling error. So guys, how to know that the answer that we get in the by using the manual method is correctly? We're using the Jamovi method, which is we get the value of the test statistic is 0.0234, which is if we can conclude it's a same value which is we get in the manual method, which is in manual method we can get 0.02, and in the Jamovi method we can get the 0.02. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Azhar, and now I'm going to explain the last objective, which is to compare between BMI and exercise duration. So this is the data that we got. Based on this data, we can get the summation of X, which is the BMI, and the summation of Y, which is exercise duration. And after that, we can get the summation of XY, X square, and Y square. So next we start doing the calculation. First we need to find the correlation coefficient, which is the value of R, and this is the formula that we use to find the correlation coefficient. So all we have to do is just substitute all the values that we have from the data into this equation or into this formula. And by doing the calculation, we get the value of R, which is negative 0.251. After we find the correlation coefficient, the next step that we have to do is to state the hypothesis. So for H0, there is no correlation between BMI and exercise duration. And for alternative hypothesis, there is a correlation between BMI and exercise duration. And then after we set the hypothesis, we find the critical values by using significance level, which is 0.05, and the degrees of freedom we have is 38. So from the T distribution table, we can obtain the critical values, which is between negative 2.042 until positive 2.042. So that's the critical values that we obtain from the T distribution table. So next we have to find the test value. So to find the test value, this is the formula that we have to use, and all we have to do is just substitute all the value into this equation, and at the end we get the test value, which is negative 1.5984. And then we sketch the graph, and this is the sketch that I did to identify or to see the position of the test value that we had to reject H0. Therefore, we can say that there is no significant correlation between BMI and exercise duration. So that's all from us. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.